chemistry session. So today we are going to discussing about a new topic, that is about corrosion. Okay, corrosion. Generally, iron uh, when it is exposed to moisture and air, tarnishing. In the same way, silver uh, it becomes a black material when it is exposed to moisture and air. In the same way, copper and bronze they forming a green coating on them. So whenever metals when exposed to moisture and air, so in the presence of oxygen, so they forming respective metal oxides. So generally we know very well about iron. So iron formula, so hematite Fe2O3, so that is react with oxygen and X moles of water, it forms a metal oxide, that is Fe2O3. So we have to take pure iron here. So pure iron react with oxygen and some amount of water. So that is maybe depends upon the humidity present in the atmosphere. Whatever it may be, iron reacts with oxygen and water forms respective metal oxides. Okay, generally this process we are call it as rusting. Okay, in rusting process, iron react with oxygen and some amount of water and forms a oxide material which is in brown in color. So Fe2O3 X moles of water. So that process generally we are calling it as rusting. In the same way, silver also, silver we know in Telugu vendi. So silver which is react with hydrogen sulfide gas, so which is evolved from drainages. So in the presence of oxygen forms Ag2S. Okay, so this is a black color material, along with byproduct is water. Here Ag2S is a black colored material. So when we use silver ornaments, okay, after a time log, means 6 months or 1 year after, what will happen? We can see a black coating on them. So what is the reason? Why? Because it can whatever the gas, hydrogen sulfide gas which is present in the air and oxygen which are react with this silver and forms a black material on the surface of the silver metal. So this is so how, like, we can see how the metal is reacting, how it changing its color, we can see. In the same way, copper. Okay, copper, sometimes we can see copper, so we can observe a green coating material on the copper. So whenever if you take copper, that is react with oxygen and it forms copper oxide. Here copper oxide is a green coated material. So green coated material. So this is all about how the metals they are changing the color when they react with oxygen and moisture and water. So today we are going to discussing about so whatever we discussed till now. So these are all our examples for corrosion. Corrosion is nothing but metals react with oxygen and moisture. So air, so moisture present in the air and water, they forms respective metal oxides. That generally the process we are called as corrosion. See, for better understanding, here I would like to explain one activity. So in this activity we have to take 3 test tubes. Okay, this is test tube A and this is test tube B and the third one is test tube C. So in that 3 test tube we have to take cleaned iron nails. What are those? Cleaned iron nails we have to take. Okay, approximately 2 or 3 iron nails we have to take in each test tube. So after that, in the first test tube, so that is test tube A, we have to take some amount of water. Okay, it is generally normal tap water. So we have to take some normal water and we have to cover the mouth of the test tube with a rubber cork. Okay, so we can observe in the first test tube already we poured some water, so water is there. So this is what the gap which represents air. So first test tube which contains air and water. In the same way, second test tube also we already taken iron nails. So then after we have to take boiled distilled water we have to take. Okay, boiled distilled water. So why we are in the distilled water? Generally cold water which contains some amount of dissolved oxygen and some other gases, whatever it may be, on heating the dissolved gases which are comes out. So that's why we have to use boiled distilled water. So boiled distilled water. After this level we have to take boiled distilled water. After we taken, we have to add 2 or 3 drops of oil. So this is a oil layer. Oil, we know oil which is less denser than water, that's why it floats on the surface of the water. Then after the remaining is air, then we have to cover the mouth of the test tube with rubber cork. So what we can observe, so 3 things we have to observe. So this one is boiled distilled water, and this one is oil, and the remaining gap is air. Okay, so these 3 are present. So next, when you go to test tube C, so we can see here some type of granules. So what are those? Anhydrous calcium chloride. What are those? Anhydrous calcium chloride. What is the meaning of anhydrous? Anhydrous means lack of water. So this calcium chloride which is absorb moisture in the air. So moisture in the air. So in test tube C, which contains only dry air but not moisture air. Why? Because whatever the anhydrous chloride we used, which is absorbed the moisture from the air. So in test tube A we can observe only in test tube A which contains normal water as well as air. So in the test tube B which contains boiled distilled water, oil and air. In test tube C which contains anhydrous calcium chloride, so and dry air. So if you leave these test tubes few days, so after few days after when you observe, so whatever the iron nails in the first test tube which are, they get rusted. So what is the reason behind that? The main reason is here air and water is there. So air and water which is useful to get the iron, which is useful to iron get rusted. So means iron generally it get rust in the presence of oxygen and in the presence of water. Okay, so then only it will get rust. So then only it will get rust. The same way in the second test tube and the third test tube we cannot find any rust on iron nails. So what is the reason behind that? In the second test tube already we taken water, air is also there. So what water we taken? Boiled distilled water. So there is no dissolved oxygenate. So due to absence of oxygen, so iron nails does not get rusted. So in the test tube C, so when you come to the test tube C, so already we used anhydrous calcium chloride which is absorbed moisture from the air. So due to here oxygen is there in the air but there is no moisture, due to absence of moisture content present in the air, so iron nail does not get rusted. So from that what we can understand, so oxygen and means oxygen present in the air and moisture which are the essential to get iron object rust. So this is the conclusion. Thank you.